Howdy guys, we are gonna get ready for June 1st. Let's get right into the weekly analysis and what I expect for the first week of June and what I will be looking out for. So if we start off firstly with gold, you can see gold that closed bullish here. And if you look at the correlated pairs, they all closed bullish, I believe. Yes, they all closed bullish. However, silver here closed bearish. So this is a sign that is a cracking correlation. Now, does that mean that a low is in place or a high is in place, right? So you can see here we initially do have an SMT at the highs, right? So this high was swept. The previous weekly high was swept, while here it wasn't swept. And another key thing here is if you look at this low here being the 27th of April, this 27th of April low was taken out way long ago on gold right here. This low right here has been taken out prior. So 4 weeks in, we've all taken it out at the same time, while silver has not. And if we look at the same low, it has been taken out on all assets except silver. So this is usually a sign it's a failure to manipulate. Now, obviously, the gold pairs are creating reversal signatures, right? This is a weekly reversal candle that could push higher. So I will either be looking for silver to trade into this low on the weekly time frame, right? The daily candle you can see here has created an SMT right here with this high, right? So we're creating an SMT and it's closing bearish. So we really have all the cracks in correlation that's telling us price can go lower for silver as we head into the new week. Now, can we already have a confirmation? We don't really. Like if you see in the 1 hour time frame, there's not really confirmation. It's choppy, but it's manipulation's move is done, and you can see it's now pushing lower, kind of respecting, right? It's been choppy, so we'll see, do we take out this previous day's high, or do we just continue lower to take out this low? It's very possible. And obviously, if you look at gold, it's clearly in a bullish structure, so it's going to be very difficult to see. We're going to need to wait for our confirmations to see where price can go to. So I'm really open for bullish or bearish situations on gold. Now, the next thing for me is the NASDAQ. Now, it's super interesting here because we have Q2 opening higher, expanding 2 candles. So 2 candles, June could most definitely still expand higher and go to wherever. However, I would still now expect a retracement, right? So you can see Monday or this week was an expansion week where low of the week was technically Thursday. So for this day, you can see we are closing back into the weekly range on the ES, right? It's closed back inside the previous candle's range. Not YM. So YM can probably take out the previous weekly high, while I hope NQ doesn't. So we create an SMT like this with the previous week like that. And then I can go for shorts to go for this previous weekly low and this huge New York opening gap or new weekly opening gap. So that's what I'm looking out for on indices. And if you look at the low of the day here, which is created here, if you draw a standard deviation tool, you can see that move has reached its max expansion. So in all honesty, I don't see reason for price to continue going higher. So I will look for my triggers to go for shorts and just target all these lows, right? So I have these lows right here, which is 200 points away, depending on where we open, and this Asia low. And then I want to target these lows down here. So we have a lot of drawn liquidity on lower time frame on the downside. So as soon as price gives us the signatures that price wants to continue going lower, that is what I'll be looking out for on indices, especially NASDAQ. And the last thing, I'm still in crypto shorts. I'm shorts at here in 82k, and it's just simple, right? We have these big bearish for value gaps where I expect price to retap into it and then push lower. That's what I'll be looking out for on Bitcoin, and I still have the same targets where we should make a new low for the year below 60k. So I'm in shorts there, and I'm just gonna wait. And for the last pairs, Forex isn't so clean. I mean, okay, so we are not tapping a weekly fair value gap, so we'll watch. Do we push lower from here? And if we look here, pretty messy. It's also a weekly fair value and closed bearish, and this closed bullish. So that is a cracking correlation. I would think then that price will continue lower to take out the May's low in June. So June to trade and take out Monday's low, which should relatively make sense, as also DXY is tapping this weekly gap. So we're tapping a weekly gap. Now, do we have our 4 hour confirmation? No, we don't. So in theory, we could still trade higher, take out this high, and then go lower. But as soon as we create a 4 hour change in state delivery or I would definitely be looking for shorts. Yeah, so super clean. We want to look for sells most likely for all assets as we head into June, and as we head into the last month of Q2. March. Yes, the last month of Q2, and that would wrap up the first half of the year, which is crazy to say. But yeah, super clean, and yeah, I hope everyone has a good trading week ahead of themselves.